Yeah, hi. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your day of, or in this case, late night RAW review. I don't know why, I don't know what to say, but this show, was I watching last week's show? What the fuck was I watching on tonight? What? This show was literally the same shit as fucking last week! And the better yet, how is last week better than this show? Because at least last week was like original. I mean, to be fair, a lot of this shit has been like rinse and repeat of like a lot of things we've seen for like God knows how long. This wrestling, what's been going on lately has been like rinse and repeat of everything we've seen for a long time. The only difference is get Cena's on the show. And he kind of did the same shit he did last week. Not trying to hate on Cena's promo, not trying to hate on Cena's heel turn. I still think Cena's heel turn is great. It's just obviously there's always room for improvement. What I will say is my big takeaway of last week is just like one thing about last week's heel turn promo. While I enjoyed the promo, I think it was great. My only problem is like how did it make sense in terms of the last 5 years when he was getting cheered? And my only problem is also with Cody Rhodes. If he was really about anger, why didn't he ask, like, why did you turn on me? And also, why wasn't he angry to the point where he wants to freaking, like, hurt him? You know, I mean, I knew you see so many pull apart brawls, you know, and now with wrestling. But, like, it would have made sense because, again, Cody Rhodes got attacked by Cena, brutally. It would make sense to freaking, like, get some retribution. But no, Cody Rhodes is, like, freaking lame babyface. He's gonna, talk the talk and whatever. And then Cena, for some reason, is gonna, like, be second fiddle to fucking Cody Rhodes, where he's gonna, like, listen and not take shit. He's not gonna, like, basically destroy him. You know what I mean? Where, like, damn well Cena would out-talk Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is, like, the worst babyface compared to Cena. Okay? And it's just, like, even this promo, I don't know what to tell you. But other than that, listen, Cena's promo tonight, unfortunately, was basically more of the same thing he has done last week. He could have said all this last week, like the new stuff, and it would have been perfect. Again, not trying to say like Cena's promo was entirely bad. It was not a bad promo. It just he basically kind of did a rinse and repeat type of promo. It just he added, a little bit. It's like it's leftovers. It's like leftovers, but you trying to make it like a new thing. Like he basically referenced shit he said already last week, and he added more things to say. It wasn't a bad promo, but that was like my main problem with the freaking promo. Is like it was more so the same thing he already said. And then Cody Rhodes coming out, and he looks like a fucking such a lame babyface. Like my god. I really hope Cena beats this fucker. Another problem is, again, we get no Rock, or, like, any explanation of the Rock. Like, how does that make any fucking sense? And not just that, other than that opener, and then we don't even see anything, like, we don't really see much heat between Cena and Cody, besides, like, oh, you want to try to take it from me, and it seems that's the typical cowardly heel thing, to go walk away. And then we see the same shit, basically, a lot of the things was basically the same shit as last week if you really think about it. It's just the only difference is this show had CM Punk. Or you switch Rollins with Punk. That's basically what this show was. It's the same shit as last week, it's just you switch Rollins with Punk. I don't know. A lot of just dumb shit happened in the show. This show was terrible. I was bored. I missed the last 30 minutes of the show because, again, like, by the time the show started later than last week. It started, like, 1 hour later. After, like, basically, literally the last 30 minutes of the show, I was, like, on my way home already. Or I basically was, like, my shift ended. So I could just, go home. And I knew, like, this was going to be the main event of the show, the freaking IC title match. I was like, really, why is that the main event? Won't it make sense that with WWE, you have Cena on the fucking show, and I said this even last week, why isn't he showcased throughout the fucking show? Why isn't Cena? I don't know. Why? I don't know. Why didn't he confront Michael Cole for what he said last week? Why not have Punk, who was on the show? Why didn't he confront John Cena? Since they're on the same show too. You know, why are we not getting like Cena confronted by his old foes or old friends? Cena, why are we not getting that shit? Why are we not getting the whole aftermath of Cena's heel turn where people can't believe it, his own peers can't believe it? Why can't we see shit like that? Why we can't see like guys like, again, CM Punk even confronting John Cena? Maybe we can even get our Truth confronting Cena. Just people like baby faces. Sheamus could confront John Cena. Freaking all these people, who had a past with Cena that we've seen and known. We should have seen shit like that, and the show should have ended with Michael Cole getting the shit kicked out by Cena. But no, that didn't happen. You would think they would probably save it for this week, but no, they didn't even do shit like that. They just ignored it. Like, what are we doing? Like, are you just gonna forget that this is like the biggest heel turn that you're trying to say that this heel turn is bigger than Hulk Hogan? And yet, we're not seeing, like, the aftermath of people, like, reacting to it, other than just get it, it's Michael Cole and Cody Rhodes. Like, this should definitely be, like, a big heel turn where we get the entire roster, the entire locker room, like, they can't believe it. The guy who never give up, he gave up. We didn't get that shit. It's just typical great matches. Appeal to the freaking hometown crowd. Because, let's be honest here, this show was technically a glorified house show. It's just a show for the crowd, They're only catering to the fucking, the UK audience, well, Scotland tonight. They're only catering to them because this is their first time they're having the show. I believe this is the first time they're having a Raw in, like, a while. And that's all that matters to them. Like, oh, get it? The first Raw in Scotland and God knows how long. First live Raw in Scotland that's being broadcast. And then we're basically, give the crowd something just to care about. Just appeal to the crowd, basically. Not really telling much stories. I don't know what to tell you. Like, really, I don't know. I thought a lot of this shit, of this show, was the same fucking shit. You know what I mean? I don't know what to tell you. We'll get to the show. We're gonna talk about it. Grab your Coca-Cola, drink my name, sleep, inspire me, spirits, go, oh shit. I can't drink some cola at the moment. Even though I already broke my fast, I sadly just took some vitamins. Eat your vitamins, say your prayers, brother. And yeah. Okay, so let's talk about this show. The show started with, again, this show basically the same thing. It started with Cena. It had your typical Rhea triple threat shit. It had lucha shit. It had, whatever, mentioning the triple threat with Punk, Rollins, and Reigns. And you had the main event where Penta got involved with Braun Breaker and the Judgment Day. It's like, the fact that this show, the big cliffhanger, is literally the Judgment Day just beating a Penta, like, give me a fucking break. That is not a cliffhanger, okay? Like, I don't know. I just think that there's not good writing on the show. There's not good writing. And for you people that are trying to defend this shit thinking this show was good, you guys are retarded. You have dumb expectations. You have low expectations. Oh, just enjoy the show. No. I won't just enjoy shit because you guys are just fucking praising shit. When shit is shit, it's shit. Call out for what it is. Oh, but you think it's shit. Well, you have great fucking shit takes of wrestling. You're the reason why wrestling fucking sucks. So I don't know what to really say other than you guys are fucking dumb to think that if this show was good, you're retarded. You're wrong. Because how was this show good? What made this show different from last week to make it set apart of being freaking fantastic? Oh, well, you think every show needs to be a banger? No, you think, there's still a few weeks of WrestleMania. The problem is, barely anything has been going on for WrestleMania. Barely anything good on this road to WrestleMania has been really good, okay? There has not been a real big things have not been happening, folks. It doesn't feel like WrestleMania season. Aside from the Cena heel turn, that is it. They're literally just relying on the Cena fucking heel turn. This company's lucky that the Cena heel turn happened. That's the only fucking buzz that's happening with this fucking shit. You barely have anything exciting going on to make you care about WrestleMania. Okay? WrestleMania's in how many fucking weeks? You see, back in the day, fucking guys like, who wrote the show, guys like Russo who were writing for the Ads here, Brian Virtue was writing for the Discretion era, guys like them would crave for 8 weeks of television to be building to WrestleMania. And they made it work in like how many freaking weeks? They were able to tell so many things to add layers of each of the stories that they were had, each of the rivalries they had for the stories. They were able to add such much layers every week to make it make sense. What's the layers that are being added to Cena and Cody? It's just, get it? I hate the fans now. And, no, I like the fans. How dare you don't like the fans? And you basically just say the same thing he said last week. I'm not saying it's terrible, but it's the same shit, it just kind of pisses me off. But again, let's just say something that's, completely irrelevant that no one fucking cares about. Rhea Ripley. Oh, I want to be in a triple threat. It's the same thing. It's the same thing as fucking last week. Oh, I want to sign a contract. It's the same fucking thing. Oh, great, next week there's going to be a stupid women's title match. And, I want to have the match. It's the same fucking shit. It's dumb. Who cares? We know, and it's also the worst part, we know what's going to happen. We know this is going to be a fucking dumbass triple threat. Who cares? Gunter and Jay. Oh, great. They're going to brawl each other every fucking week. Who cares? Oh, wow. Braun Breaker's dealing with a Judgment Day now? Who fucking cares? And Penta's getting involved. Who cares? God. Oh, you just don't care. Tell that to, how many fucking people that have stopped watching this show. Even the people who have stopped watching since they went on Netflix. Come on here. Anyways, the show started with Cena. Cena's there. He says, there's something on your mind. Seems like there's something that you want to say to me. Yeah, you're ready to hear tonight for do your words, aren't you? It's because you finally understand what's going on. I've turned the spotlight on you. And now you know that I can pick apart any random ticket holder and rip you to shreds right now. No one is safe. Last week, I put a clueless kid on blast. His poor pathetic face was everywhere. WWE posted it, and you all loved it. Who's worse, me, the guy, the one guy that actually tells the truth, or all of you? Who's the best to use profanity? You were the ones who love to watch and rewatch and meme the poor defenseless little kid getting destroyed. So I like that he mentioned the whole viral kid, the whole viral Cena kid. I like that. I guess it does add a little bit of layers. It's just again the fact that he rephrased a bunch of things on the show. He didn't rephrase yet, but he rephrased for example, you guys make it so easy, that kind of shit. Oh, I don't need you. Okay, we get it. You said this before, bro. Just add some layers. Say something different that make things make sense. And even actually acknowledge why you chose to be with The Rock for fuck's sakes. Shit like that. Anyways, whatever. I don't need anyone here because you are all horrible people. No, tonight you get to find out how I make you pay for your abuse you have put me through. For 25 years, I've listened to your lies and your noise, and I don't waste my time being mean like you. I paid attention. You made this so easy. While you're chanting profanity at the top of your lungs while they're saying, fuck you, Cena, fuck you, Cena. I've been paying attention. I've been learning from you, quizzing you, studying you, testing you, prodding you, rewarding you for playing along with your stupid childish crews written in nursery rhymes. And I'm doing so. You have told me every single thing about you. You know nothing about me, and I know more than you. The truth is, your life is sad. because the best thing is going to this is the best thing is going to get. This is all you have. But to me, you have nothing more than an experiment. You have been wrapped in a cage. Oh, you don't believe me? You put out any moment in my career, and I'll tell you what I learned from you. When I bled, you thought I was tough. When I spoke, you were inspired. When I was edgy, you were excited. When I was vanilla, you were bored. When I was loyal, you were loved. When I was selfish, you were disrespected. And when I speak in rhythmic tones, you know what? You make this so simple. You have always tell me everything about yourselves because you have desperately wanted to matter. And the most important thing you ever told me was in April 2005. It was the day I gave you my greatest idea. I gave you the WWE Spinner Championship, and the fans booed. And just like right now, you ate me alive. All you have to do is Google negative comments of the spinner belt. You all told me loud and clear how stupid it was, how I changed your championship into a toy, and the championship is not a toy. The championship is a symbol of the center of all this, and the toy belt I made for you, disrespectful tradition, and you're disrespecting your legacy. Listen closely, because that was the biggest mistake you ever made. In that one single moment, you were vulnerable enough to actually tell you what it means to most of you in this life. All I know is I'm going to ruin wrestling. I am going to ruin wrestling for every fan, every wrestler, for everyone. At Wrestlemania, I make history by winning the 17th championship. And I'm finally going to force you to forget the fun machine, Jeff Fly, and woo, Ric Flair. Woo! I mean, so he kind of explained what he wanted to do, like why this matters to him. 17. It didn't really matter. Like he didn't really answer though, like why he's definitely turned on Cody. You know, like does he care about legacy? Is that the thing? Like maybe he could make that make sense. Like you know, but yeah, I guess like he kind of explained. You know, he's so desperate wants 17, so that way he can prove like help his legacy and all that kind of shit. So it's fine. He said, you will forever say my name, John Cena. But even worse, I'm going to win that championship, the center of every superstar of this entire business, every fan in the building. I will win that championship. I will retire with it. I am best served cold. But I am taking it home with me and leaving me all to have to create a new toy belt. Because the real one comes with me. I am going to be the last real champion in WWE. Revenge is best served cold, and I pay you back by ripping your heart out and force you to watch as I walk away with your memories, with your traditions, and your dreams, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. So I like the promo, the second half of the promo, when he was talking about how, 17 championship, 2005, how the fans turned on him for kind of being a little anti-tradition, being a little different. It would be funny if he, kind of changes the title to a spinner, maybe brings back the old spinner. I would like that, actually. I think that would be freaking awesome, Obviously, first off, I think one of the problems why people had a problem with the spinner belt is, again, it had champ instead of champion. I think if you had that title, again, I would like that idea. I mean, I never hated the spinner championship. Again, I was a kid that liked Cena and liked the spinner belt, so I didn't hate it. The funny thing that title sold, I wish Cena referenced that. Like, the funny thing is, that title sold more titles than a lot of titles that are in WWE history. Like, he should have mentioned that, because it was, in fact, the truth. That's why WWE kept the spinner championship for so long, even after Cena, which Cena should have referenced. I would like that, if they do bring that back, bring back the old logo. First of all, I hate the new logo. I wish they could bring back the old logo. That would be fucking awesome, having him have the new spinner, just with the old logo again, and maybe instead of champ, it has champion. That would be awesome. I would like that. Again, that would be great. That's definitely great heel work would be. Yeah, so I like the second half of the promo. Cody Rhodes comes out. He says, "I'm sorry. What did you say? You said you were gonna take this away from them. Don't you think you need to take this away from me first?" Admittedly, and then they're like, Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, like, shut up. I made I made a mistake last week. I looked at you and I talked about the old John. I'm talking about the new John. I didn't look hard enough. Hearing it, seeing you now, you're clearly angry and you're clearly willing. Perhaps you are the most dangerous John Cena that has ever been. But you have made a big mistake. Or a massive mistake. And the mistake is not hitting me upside down with this at the Elimination Chamber. No. The mistake was saying you were to said in front of these lovely people that I was in the building. Does it bother you? Does it bother you? Because here, what bothers me is I have to unload and unpack our history. But you all have people, John. Should you have heart, I fought how violently I fought just to hold this one time and just to validate one name. If I understand you correctly, you were saying that the timeline of professional wrestling hangs in the balance because of your vanity. You want to take this, right? That's what you said. You want to take it? I'll give you the opportunity right now. Take it, John. Then Cody Rhodes getting ready to fight or whatever, but then Cena. So basically, Cody Rhodes trying to act like an old kind of John Cena-esque type of character, but then like he kind of like is like if anything more retarded than ever. Cena just like basically drops the mic and he just walks away. Cody Rhodes then talks and Cena was like trying to come back to the ring, but he decided not to. Basically, Cody Rhodes says, "John, one thing I cannot let you do is I don't have that in my conscience right now. I need you to see me. I need you to see all of them. And I need you to understand that your psychotic need to take this to outwit the right to keep it. The champ is no longer standing there. The champ is no longer the center of this ring. And seeing you walk away empty-handed, John Cena, this is how you will walk at WrestleMania. And this is how you will walk away from the WWE. Wow, whoop-de-doo. And it's like, ugh, gotta eat the champ. Oh, the champ is indeed here. And his name's Cody Rhodes. I don't know, I just felt that I was like kind of like lame, like, oh, get it, Cody Rhodes, the champion, he's like kind of like the same fucking shit from last week. It just, what I'm trying to say is this show was basically the typical, hey, copy the homework, but just change it up a little bit cliche. That's what this show was. It was your typical copy someone's homework, change it up to make it yours type of deal, and make it seem like this is something original when it's not. He said the same shit, shorter words last week, but just basically emphasized the same in the longer. It's basically like write in your own words type of deal, right? Like saying shit in your own fucking words. When you just have to make it longer and just shittier, just so it could be your own fucking shit work. You know what I mean? We got last week footage of Braun Breaker and Finn Balor. They're gonna, basically, they're going to plan to become champion one day. Liv confronts Dominic. Says, hey, I want you, basically Dominic feels bad. And Liv says, like, you're always blaming someone for your problems, and it's Raquel is going to win her title match. When, Dottie Dom, I talked to her, how about, like, let's see how Finn feels, like, talk to Dom, and, I want to be the kind of champion. Like, oh, shut up. First match, the Usos. So they were hyping up. Oh, Jey Uso is gonna have a surprise partner. A lot of people were hoping it was gonna be Joe Hendry, which is whatever. But like, I'm not surprised that it was Jimmy. But apparently Smarts are like angry that the Usos are like teaming up together, which is like, who the fuck cares, My only problem is like this match was longer than it needed to be. Who really cares that this match was long? But yeah, the Usos, they defeated 8-Town Down Under. Then Gunther goes to attack Jay right after. And then Jamie storms the ring with a steel chair. Basically the same shit we've been seeing a bunch of times. We get an El Grande Americano vignette. He hails from the Gulf of America. He's a Trump hero. Adam Pearce informs that LWO that El Grande Americano is gonna have a chance to face Dragon Lee, whatever. And Ray calls Gable a real jackass, and they're not buying the doctor's note. They're like, how Jack Gable's not ready to fight tonight because he's like sick or whatever. Second match, Lado Valkyria, Bird Lady, defeated Raquel Rodriguez. Predictable, but whatever. Then Liv Morgan attacks her, and then it leads to Jay Leno coming out and attacking both of them. I don't care. We get Pat McAfee, who's selling out his big night at whatever. I don't know. He's like talking in Scottish or whatever, and showing his kilt. We got a recap of Rio Sky, Bianca, and Rhea Ripley, and then eventually this is going to happen next week. We got a little footage of how WWE congratulates the Natural Disasters for being the latest inductee for the Hall of Fame, which good for them. We see Jimmy Uso talking to Jay. Jimmy doesn't know why Jay has been all over his head. Jay says, for 15 years, last week I became a meme. I was shut down, but I slipped. I know that where you're coming from. The truth is, I don't know if I could beat Gunter. And then Jimmy goes on to say, like, this is the version that you're gonna get done. This is the version, like, no. You gotta find the man who won the Royal Rumble, the man who did it, the man who became main event. You gotta bring that main event, Jey Uso, man. You gotta be. Which I did not hate this. I thought this was fine. Okay. We say Gunter walked past, and then Jimmy goes to Gunter. It's like, yo, Gunter, me and you next week, Oos. You ain't gonna trip my brother. And then Gunter's like laughing at him, and then just Jimmy gives him a big smack. I will say I liked the smack. It was definitely that smack was. Believe it or not, man, I was watching it in my office with a bunch of other people. Even the person who doesn't watch wrestling thought that was funny. So, I will say that was well done. The whole slap but my only problem is Gunter really just took that slap. That didn't make Gunter angry. This is the fucking world champion, for crying out loud, and Gunter does not fucking fight back. God, at least a pull apart, like something. Anyways, we then see Adam Pearce. Adam Pearce is a fucking goofball of a fucking GM. This guy's like the worst GM I've ever fucking seen. The fact that this guy ever became a GM is fucking retarded. Anyways, he says, we're on the RAW Wrestlemania. What happened last week is not going to happen again. Rhea's not going to get her title shot at all. It doesn't work like that, blah, blah, blah. So here, instead, I have a real contract. It's going to be for what's this? Bianca versus Rio. Furthermore, let's go from here, and then Io comes out like, I don't care about contracts, I don't care, Bianca, I am your women's champion! There you go, shut up, you cunt! Oh my god, that's all this bitch says, I am women's champion! It's like this bitch is struggling to talk, and then this is what she only does to say, God, trying to convince the world she can speak English, trying to get a green card or something. She's not invited to the Big Black Couch. I'm sorry. I know you're looking for a green card, but no, thank you. Sorry. And Bianca, y'all bitch, sassy, like, I got my shot, bitch. It's all from me, bitch. And I'm a sassy black woman who needs no man like I'm gonna beat your ass like Shakisha. Then Rhea Ripley comes out like, honestly, I don't care about WrestleMania. I want my rematch. And they go, now you want your rematch, And I go, I want my one-on-one match. And it's like, it's the same shit as before. They're all pushing each other. Same shit like last week. But then you say, I have a solution. Rhea, you're going to get your rematch officially. And the winner, whoever, it's going to be next week, Rhea versus Io. The winner of that match will officially be defending the title against Bianca WrestleMania. And then everyone fucking brawls. They all went freaking extra. They all just basically gave, they all just did, get a little preview for this stupid match. And it's so unrealistic of a fight that we've seen. It was unrealistic. This is what you're doing for a little personal fucking fight. You know what I mean? What are we doing here? Yeah, this is a realistic fight. whatever. Yeah. So that happened. Bianca did announce, like, yeah, I'm going. You're gonna be the special referee next week. I'm, well, I don't know how to be a referee. I'm like, well, you learn. Like, what kind of fucking GM is this guy? Not just that, like, oh yeah, Bianca didn't even get a reaction. I mean, what's that fucking? I don't care. You got War Raiders vignette, whatever. The New Day storms the outfields out. You know, the kids are ugly. You know, we hate the women are terrible and the men are garbage. You know, we should be tag champs in WrestleMania. It's like, who the, your fucking heel turns have fucking amount of nothing. Now y'all want to be a fucking title picture, whatever. Again, look at this heel turn with the New Day. Went from being the biggest thing happening to now just being what the fuck it is. Who cares? Third match, El Grande Americano defeats Dragon Lee. Whatever, resembling Chad Gable, but it's not Chad Gable. People think it's Chad Gable against typical Blue Blazer type of shit, whatever. You got a recap of Roman, CM Punk, and Rollins, their brawl from last week's SmackDown. Sam Rollins will be a special guest on fucking Monday Night Football or something, or not Monday Night, Good Morning Football, and who the hell cares? We got a CM Punk promo. CM Punk says, you know, it's a great to be alive and the Monday Night Skylar won. Unfortunately, while I am here happy, there's always someone awesome spending time with great people at Gaslow. I'm just not in a good mood. I'm a little pissed. Hard to be mad when you come out with an ovation like that. I'm a little tired, a little jet lagged, and I haven't slept the past few days, mostly because of uncertainty surrounding myself in the road to WrestleMania, which is, by the way, apparently I have a match. Did you guys see the nice graphic? It's beautiful. Well, what I wonder is what I'm not getting, or am I? You know, because I have that favor. Remember. See, I wanted to win. I wanted to do as win the Royal Rumble, but I didn't. I wanted to win the Chamber. I didn't get to. The more Jing changed, more to say the same. I work for children, and the black belt, undisputed heavyweight champion is being a little diaper, piss ass baby Seth Rollins, who screwed me out of the Chamber match, and who doesn't get what he wants. And two people, it's clearly personal. For me, baby, it's just business. I'm just it's become simple math. Two men who want to stand in my way and stop me from getting what I want. Gotta go. Seth Rollins takes it personal because he's been crying since I came back here because of the magnitude of me and a shadow I cast or belittle him of his entire career. Roman Reigns, I acknowledge the fact that he's been taking a little bit of personal because he sees a real time in like all of you that his wise man isn't just his wise man. So while it's personal for them, it's business for me. It's going to be business when this Friday in London because apparently we gotta go have a little old-fashioned contract signing. And then the fans boo's like, "Why you're booing? You're booing because you want it here, right? So do I. That's why I came here. I wanted to get my hands on this contract. I want to read a fine print. I don't want to see in this contract if this match is any closer to what I want, or if it's going to be another rug pulled from the powers that to be." So Seth Roman, fuel up the jet. Said you couldn't grace us with your presence in front of the friends in Glasgow. I'll see you in the contract signing in London. But before we put pen and paper, I want you to listen to two things I understand very well. One, neither of you could have ever defeated me without the other one's help, because you guys can't. And one last thing, I brought into this business. I cannot wait to be the man to take you both out of it. Best in the world. So fine, it's whatever. It's okay promo, but it's like we heard this shit a bunch of times already, right? We kind of heard this again. It's a little repeat of fucking SmackDown. So this makes you think, like, what's the point of watching each of these shows? You know what I mean? It's like you could miss one show, and you would not miss much. You know what I mean? Like, that's how bad, like, the whole rinse and repeat these shows are. Logan Paul's gonna be on the show next week. Gunther will face Jimmy, and then Braun, whatever. Cody and Cena again, and Rhea versus Leo with the women's title on the line with Bianca serving as a referee. It's like every week, by the way, it's a fucking title match. There's all these meaningless title matches that who really cares? Oh, but this is going to lead to a triple threat. I'm sorry, but it's still meaningless. Like, you know the end goal. Why does this fucking just announce it for crying out loud? Instead of wasting our fucking time. Braun Breaker tells Captain Kelly he's not concerned whoever or not Penta joins the Judgment Day. He's going to take care of business, and his dogs are barking in Glasgow. Oh wow, James will be on Raw recap tomorrow. Whoop you fucking knew. And yeah, this was definitely a longer match that, okay, so yeah, and I guess like literally right after this shit, it's literally the main event, which was longer than it needed to be, entrance and match, right? So the main event, Braun Breaker defeated Penta by disqualification because it's a Judgment Day. Then Penta's given a chair. Oh, is he gonna help Judgment Day solidify himself to be part of the Judgment Day? Or not? No, he doesn't. He throws the chair back to Dom. He does a super kick, and then Finn Balor attacks, and the Judgment Day attacks, and then leads to the Judgment Day standing tall. Wow, whoop-de fucking do. From what I see with this match was whatever, okay? But, like, I really didn't care much, because, but no real much story. And, like, the show ends with the Judgment Day really ending. I don't care. I don't care. Another thing about Cena's CM Punk's promo, like, again, like, I'm not saying the promo is bad, but just, like, it's a rinse and repeat of the same thing we heard and know. But it's like, again, the idea of this triple threat match happening, and the problem that Roman Reigns has with Punk is like, oh, you're eliminated from the Rumble. What kind of fucking dumb argument is that, you know? Like, he saved you from more games, you know? Unless, like, you could say, like, oh, because, I don't like that you getting with my wife, man, that would make more fucking sense, like, at least. But again, like, I'm not really sold really much about the triple threat. And again, unless it's the end goal, like, the winner gets a title match, then fine, it makes sense. But, like, ugh. I just feel like there could have been more things they could have done. They could have easily done Rollins and Punk. No, honestly, but Rollins, I mean, you got even that, and Reigns and McIntyre, or heck, again, Rollins versus Reigns, and CM Punk. Maybe they could have always done like a night one type of thing where Cena and Rock versus Punk and Cody, and then night two is, Cena and Cody, or something like that, Something that would make even more sense, or Cena versus Punk would actually not be bad over a night one main event even, They could always have like some implications for like the future, something. But yeah, this show was really like rinse and repeat. This show had no love. It's just like they're lazy with this whole UK tour, with this European tour. They're just gonna freaking just go, oh, just slow burn garbage. Oh, what do you expect? You just want them to throw all the gas. Like, motherfucker, it's all about adding layers to this show, okay? You see, slow burn excuse did not excuse back in the day when wrestling was good. Okay? This whole slow burn bullshit, it's just an excuse that, they're gonna refuse to put effort on this fucking show. Again, the reality is this show was more so the rinse and repeat of last week. Let's be for real here. It's like how WWE does their fucking wrestling games, where if you play season mode, or not season mode, universe mode, it's like kind of the same shit. It's like basically the same shit, and then that's how fucking garbage, like, wrestling is. It will transpire into the wrestling games, where it's like the same shit every week on a wrestling game. If you're playing WWE 2K, whatever, the universe mode, it's like the same shit you notice. There's the same fucking matches, the same people fucking interacting. Like, God, how does that make any fucking sense? I don't know, man. I don't know. I felt drained from the show. No love for this show. I don't know. I was more angrier than before I started this video. I'm just saying, like, this show sucked. This show, like, what the fuck am I watching? It's like the same shit I saw last week. Like, you're lucky you have the Cena heel turn from, like, carrying on. But I feel like even, like, this side of Cena heel turn, this WrestleMania could be a bust. Whatever. Not a bad Cena promo, but again, kind of the same shit he cut. Punk, whatever promo. Other than that, everything about the show is pretty boring to me. I did not care for this show. I honestly hated this show. I thought the show was very bad, very boring. Like, if anything, lame than last week. I felt like I was watching last week's show in all honesty. It's just all great. Cena has different clothes in honor of Scotland colors and whatever. I don't care. I don't know. Again, just copy your homework. Just change it up cliche. That's what this shit was. Until next time. Peace. Yeah, bye. I mean, I'm happy the Raw was earlier. But, like, again, it's the same shit we see. Whatever. I just wish, like, the show had more love to have actually things happening, you know? Until next time. Peace. Yeah, bye. Same shit, for God's sakes, God.